Well, where's the...
All right, y'all ready to start?
Let's pledge.
Let's do the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, welcome to our August meeting of the Ascension Amateur Radio Club. We want to thank, of course, none of them are here, but we sure would like to thank the Gonzales Fire Department for the use of their facilities. Guess we'll go ahead and read the minutes if you want, Steve.
All righty. June 1st, 2016 meeting. Called to order at 7 p.m. We did the pledge. I read the minutes from previous meetings. Al read his treasury report, and it was motioned, seconded, and passed to accept it. New business included a new meeting location. We discussed parish library, fire department, hospital, discussion of other sites. That's why we're here tonight at the fire department. Tower trailer still was at the fire department at the time. Chaffalaya DX Association invited club members to their Labor Day event at the Mr. Charlie Rig. Al made duplicate keys for the trailer. Keys for C-Can did not work, and they'll have new keys cut. Al and Jim discussed replacing the cylinder lock on the box on the MCOM trailer. And Al reserved fire department room for a field day weekend. The K5ARC Club picked up 2 surplus 440 Motorola repeaters from us. Darlene discussed trip to Hurricane Awareness Tour in New Orleans and networking with others. Al discussed the New Orleans swap meet, and the organizer had contacted our club asking for assistance with the setup. Al offered to assist if the club can send our MCOM trailer down there for display. Stephen spoke on IJEnet on Saturday nights. Only 2 or 3 check-ins are happening each week, and it was motioned to suspend the net until sometime in the fall. That was seconded and passed to temporarily suspend the IJE Memorial Net. Repeater report, the 440 and APRS digis were still down. We had an informal discussion of Hammond repeater coverage. We talked about FEMA independent study course links that need to be put on the website. You know, we're a member of Citizen Corps, the C.E.R.T team, and we want to make sure that people can find that link so that they can take those courses so we can get certified. Echo Link, Al needs a 2-meter radio to connect to the node, and discussion was held on hooking up routers and getting the radio into use. Question was about getting the 10-meter beacon on air. Problem is getting to the beacon site. Stephen asked about moving the 440 machine, and Al talked about how they'll have to have places looked at. Steve asked about I asked about W5YI, and one of our extras in the club is going to have to take over as the VEC for our W5YI testing group, so we need to recruit someone to take over that. I reminded everyone of the museum ship event, and Al reminded everyone of 13 colonies on the air. And with that, we adjourned at 1957. That was the June meeting. I don't have the minutes for our little informal meeting here on field day, but I can also add those at the next meeting. All right, that's it. Thank you.
All right. Y'all heard the minutes.
Motion to accept.
I have a motion to accept minutes as read and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. I guess the minutes are accepted. I'll read the treasurer's report for July. We start off with the savings account at $1,029.30. Between July we had 8 cents interest, so we got $1029.38. PayPal accounts $428.23. Checking account beginning balance was $654.07. We spent $42.98 at Walmart, $35.42 and $34.49 at LeBlanc's for field day supplies and food. And checking account ending balance is $541.18. And so with the savings account and the PayPal, we have $1,998.79. Do I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report as read?
Yeah, I'd like to move treasurer's report be accepted.
I have a motion and a second to accept the treasurer's report as read. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. I don't know what I did with my ink pen. Aye. Thank you, Steve. I got a few things that I guess it's old business and new business. First thing is, I think you wanted to ask the question I'm going to ask. Balloon Fest?
Yeah, are we going to be at the Balloon Fest? Do we want to see about doing that?
I'm good with it if anybody wants to. I don't know if you'll be off or
When
what.
is it?
Huh?
When is
It's the 22nd,
Oh,
I think, September.
maybe.
Kind of far away.
22nd, 23rd?
Yeah. I think
When
it's-
is this? September?
Yes,
Yeah, September.
It'd be 23rd and 24th, maybe?
maybe so. Let me get my
Yeah,
calendar
Saturday
here.
and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday would be 24th, 25th.
So probably the 24th, 25th, and it's a Saturday and a Sunday.
Yeah, so it's like 23rd, 24th, 25th. I know they do some on Friday.
When it gets close, I can let you know.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm off, I'll be there.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
check with
If
John.
we can talk to John, if we can move places. I'm not
Okay.
going back and get stuck in the hole we were in the last 2 years. I'm not. Nobody can see us, and I'm not going back there. So if he can get us in a better spot, and he seemed to think that he could. We
Are
just
we
need, we
gonna
need to
do
get.
a special event, or are we just gonna go out there and
I think we just go and
just go and?
well, and the thing is, if we get the spot that we want to get, we may not be able to put up much other than,
Okay.
because we'd like to get over on that concrete part where they have more people, you know, so we can get more. I mean, it's nice and it's fun to go out there and do that, but we stuck on the side where nobody goes.
Yeah, it's all about getting visibility. If you're
Yeah,
stuck
I
in a
mean,
hole,
need
you
the
might as well not
exposure,
go.
So, you know, let's.
No.
I'd give up putting up the wire. I mean, if somebody disagrees, let me know. But I'd give up putting up the wire and you know, basically do the 2-meter thing and you know, to get the exposure.
Yeah, well, the 2 meters is all you need to do.
Well, really, you know, and we may even be able to get to a spot where we could string a wire up off of there. I don't know. I don't know what we could do on the concrete, you know, to anchor the ends. We might be able to
If
take
we
some-
get-
Where they put us, you know?
If we get to the right-hand side of that building, like where we talked to John last year about, it's the building, the piece of concrete where the trailer would go, and that's the edge of the concrete, and there is grass right there,
Yeah, so
but
we
I
may
think
be able
there's a
to, you know,
chain
put the
link.
trailer there and string it out.
Yeah, because there's a chain link fence
Yeah.
right there, but we could always do something right on the other side of the fence, maybe.
Well, I mean, even if you put the trailer, you know, the back of the trailer, or you'd have to put the front of the trailer by the concrete, it wouldn't really matter. You could pull the trailer parallel to the edge of the concrete and string a wire and just anchor it in the grass on each end. It would still work. So we may be able to work something out. So I'm gonna check with John on that. We need a 2-meter radio for the Echo Link. No, we need a little small one. Huh?
You want the one on my pickup?
Why, you don't want it?
I just don't use it. I use one in my unit. It's the only one I really use.
Well, that's fine. I mean, if you want to donate it, we need one for the Echo Link. I got
What
the
do you do
computer.
to APRS to get that back up?
We are gonna try to go look at that as soon as we can. That's the one that's in Conda.
What we did when we did in LaPlace, we had and I got one at the house, an old Motorola VHF radio. I bought one of those microset digipeaters. They're like $60 online, and it's one wire to power, one wire into the radio. Some simple configuration. The antenna was already on top of the EOC. It went digipeating, and
We got the whole setup. It's just down. We don't
New
know.
radio and everything.
Yeah.
But the problem is its location.
Yeah.
To it.
Because the 225.
If y'all don't need a radio for that, I probably have. I got a big old tray that Motorola was throwing away. A big old crate. I'm talking about the size of like 40 squares of old Motorola equipment. We've been trying to sell it to build funds up because we're moving those repeaters in the plots. But I should have in there like a 2-channel Motorola Max Track VHF, and if that's all y'all need.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Do you have anybody that might be able to program it? Do you need to get somebody to program it, or is anybody?
We gave away 2 Motorola's like that when we put the new radio up. But the problem is, we got 3 radios down, all in the same cabinet. 1 radio up, the 985. The 985. So there's a problem in the cabinet. You know, it could just be a power off. We don't know yet. Or a breaker trip. But the problem is getting access and somebody to go up that.
Oh, I don't want to go
Death
up
trap.
I don't mind going up the elevator.
That
That's
is
not
a
an
gear
issue.
motor climbing a single gear. No backup, no nothing. You shear 1 Woodruff key, you're 300-foot fall.
You just taught me how to going up there now.
I'm about to say, I think I'm busy that day.
Yeah.
Whatever day you were going, that's.
I mean, 12
It's got a lot. It's got
But if you need, if that radio worked, but I mean, it's a 2-channel VHF radio. That's what I'm using for my APRS at the house. So, you know, if y'all need it, I'll sharpen my hands on it at the house. I'll get one of y'all.
I was going to put the Echo Link up at my house, being as I'm so close to the repeater. I can put it up right there, just string a little mag mount in the attic, and it'll be plenty good.
Oh yeah, Echo Link?
Yeah.
Yeah. I ran it at my house for a while.
You know, I'm
Before,
I'm 400 yards from the repeater, so it's.
Now, when the sheriff's office moves all our radios to the old Lusto Ford building, are we gonna be able to get some space on the tower at
I will
OEP?
have, let me
Because
see.
they putting up a nice tower at the sheriff's office.
I didn't think
Yeah,
about
but
that.
I don't think they're taking stuff off of the other one. They plan on using that for simulcast. I was on the phone with Chuck today about that. He's got like 2 more towers he's trying to put up. Because they share the same system. We on our own system. We've gotten away from Elwin.
Yeah.
And it's Ascension, St. James, us. Baton Rouge is supposed to be, isn't there some kind of little town that's trying to break off from Baton Rouge right now? There's a bunch of controversy.
Yeah.
Well, St. George, but
St.
that's
George,
dead in the water right now. They pretty much
I
killed
think
that.
their fire department's trying to get on their own radio system. We working something.
So
with
y'all
them.
are not on Elwin anymore?
You talk about a nightmare for somebody who goes through 6 parishes, with half of them there and half of them there.
Problem is that one's just too, it's, I'm gonna keep a lot of my comments to myself, but the problem is when you have a Baton Rouge event like we just had, or a Katrina event with New Orleans, and you get all these people who want Elwin statewide, and you get all these wildlife and fisheries guys from across the state, and all these, name it, agriculture.
It was a good idea in theory.
Yeah, when they all try to get down, you get all them talk groups and all those IDs down to the Pan Am Tower. Stuff don't work
Clogs it
right.
up, yeah.
St. James had that same issue during
Like
the
say,
tornado. So.
it was a good idea in theory.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, it's a good idea for these agencies with small budgets. Like, we sell some of our older radios to, I think Walker Petey just bought some, because they can get on the system for free, because it's state, so they buy a $300 radio from us, and that's all they really need. So it's good for the smaller police departments, stuff like that, but.
For the larger stuff, it's, that's good enough. Another thing is, Joe called me the other night. November 12th is that Ham Fest in New Orleans. And he had asked, and I know that's a ways off too, he had asked, the way he's telling me, they're gonna have quite a few vendors there, more than the 2 or 3 you normally see at a Ham Fest. So he was asking if we would possibly be able to go maybe Friday evening, you know, a few of us, and kind of help them unload, because that's one of the requirements. They don't go from nothing, they don't unload all their own stuff, somebody's gotta help them. Most of them won't go if they gotta unload all their own stuff. I know at Slidell, somebody was complaining about that because they had to have somebody there to help the people unload. I told him I would see if we could get 2 or 3 guys to go down there Friday evening, and he offered to pay the club half of profits. I said, no, I don't think we want to do that. I'm not looking to make any money, you know. But we would like to maybe Saturday be able to bring our trailer down. So he said, hey, he didn't see a problem with that. He called me last week and asked if we brought the trailer, would we have an issue using it for the talking. I don't see where we would. I think it'd be a good thing, you know? I mean, we can talk them in, say we talk them in from, you know, our trailer. So, I told them I would check and make sure if anybody had an issue with it, you know, we wouldn't do it, but if nobody got an issue, I don't have a problem doing that. I mean.
And I assume you'd be using the 14682 repeater, right?
Yeah, we'd be using their repeater, right.
Right.
As long as they park it by some power.
Well, that's what I told him, and he said,
outside the building, so.
he said they got, the only thing is, I hope it's not GFCI.
That's the problem we're gonna have.
I'll check on it. I can check on it with him.
We can't use GFCI for the trailer, it'll trip.
Okay, I'll check with him, because
We get a
there's
bigger-
several locations on the outside of the building for power. And
That's an
if
older
not-
building, so it might not be.
Yeah, it's been there a while, so if not, we're only one building away from the fire department. And, I mean, if we have to, we can, I'm sure, I can get the Harriet Fire Department to help us out.
Well, and Joe told me, so, well, I can get a generator, you know, and whatever. I said, well, you know, we have one if we need to bring it and you know, you want to pay for the gas or whatever, yeah. You know, I don't care.
Okay, not a problem. I'll make sure to check on that.
We'll get it one way or another.
If we put a bigger box out there where our plug-in is, we could split it out.
Before you get in the
Where you have a breaker, if you flip the breaker, we run on one plug for a generator. But we could flip it up and you could run 2 cords to 2 GFIs, and that'd be separate. But we need a bigger panel, we could do some wiring in.
A bigger box inside?
Outside.
Outside.
We'll run the 2 sets of grounds out to that box, and then put a breaker,
Right.
switch
We
to
can
tie the
separate-
grounds
yeah.
together to run on one.
Right.
Separate them to run on 2.
Classic electrician, looking for a reason to run lines.
Well, and I mean,
But
that's
we
how
can't
we
leave it at
wired
the
it.
house for
No.
6 months.
That's how we wired it, you know, we wired it with common grounds, and that's why you can't run it on GFCI, because it's a 220 plug, and it splits off into 2 110s with the grounds together.
Right. Okay, I'll check to make sure. I'll have him get in touch with the guy at the building.
I mean, it runs fine at the fire department where we park it, because it's, none of that stuff is ground fault protected.
Okay, and also on that, aren't we gonna have a table there?
Yes, we will have a table
So
there.
do we need people to do talk-ins in the trailer as well as somebody inside?
Yeah,
or
we'll
do
have
we
to
wanna
have
just
somebody inside
maybe-
at the table. We have,
Or do we, if not, if we don't have enough people, can we just put the canopy out and maybe
put the table outside.
That's the
outside?
trick.
And then that way.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the person doing the talking might be somebody from over there.
Yeah, it might
I
be.
can't give them directions how to
No.
get in.
Yeah.
I can work on it, then I probably couldn't get it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
don't
one
worry
of
about
their
that.
club members
We'll have some people out there doing
Yeah.
talking, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, provide them the
It's
radio.
basically just to where we don't have to use a handheld.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay, I
That's
just wanna make sure if we have to cover both, we
Right.
have
Yeah.
enough manpower to cover both.
Oh, no, we should have covered the
Okay.
talking. That's not a
Excellent.
problem.
Alright,
I got enough of them in the club that we can do that.
Okay. And yeah, Joe said we'd have to worry about table prices tonight. So
Yeah, we ain't charge them, they ain't charge them for any of it.
uh,
And he does have, as of, he told me yesterday, he listed a whole bunch of people, I have to say at least 6 vendors,
yeah.
and he wasn't finished, and I kinda, Joe talks and I kinda go
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
He calls me 3-4 times a day, so.
He calls me about once a month, I'm good.
How did you do it? Like I said, he's 3-4 times a day.
Hey, I mean, he means well.
Oh, he is. I've been knowing him for 20 years,
Yeah.
but he sometimes.
Let's see, the Balloon Fest, Ham Fest in November, set up the trailer. I gotta check with John. I still need to go get the Yazoo out the trailer and bring the gym. See what's
That's
wrong
one that
with
went dead.
it. Yeah. The transmit's out on it.
Yeah, only because it's the club. How many years we had a Kenwood in that truck?
You wanna buy another Kenwood?
What?
You wanna buy another Kenwood? Can we trade that Jesus?
I never had to work on one.
We can trade it in.
Well, good thing they make you Jesus. I'd forget how to fix a radio.
No, it's got a Kenwood.
Yeah, but I didn't mind bringing it here, but it's back where it belongs.
Yeah, so somebody turned the monitor on.
Oh, yeah, I had to turn that off.
All right, does anybody have any other business? New
what
business,
about-
old business?
Y'all discussed on Dewey Festival?
No, we did not. I'm glad you brought that
I
up.
talked to Travis over there at the EOC. He's welcome us back. I want to set up again. I know last year, I think y'all just had an issue getting the trail down there.
Yeah,
I think
and
That's in Laplace, right?
Yeah.
And
It's
when
on
it,
October 14th to the 16th.
Wait, hang on, October 14th through 16th
Yes, ma'am.
in LaPlace?
Yes, ma'am.
I know the year before last, John pulled it down there. And
Wow.
he had a time when I think.
That's what got me back. That's what got me interested back into him. I was interested in years ago, and I just couldn't get the whole CW.
We're talking about Balloon Festival in
Seeing the
September,
trailer at the fair is what.
the New Orleans, the Andouille Fest in October, and the New Orleans Swap Meet and Ham Fest in November.
Well, that would be some good activities. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you now, if the chance comes up again,
First
we're
time I- that's
on
the
the
first time I've
trailer
seen the
in the
truck.
Veterans Day Parade in November and Christmas Parade in December.
well, yeah, I mean, the
Okay,
Christmas
let's-
parade's pretty
Yeah.
much a gimme.
Yeah.
Let's cover the Andouille Fest. We are planning on participating as a club, yes or no?
That's up to the club if anybody wants to go and anybody not want to go.
At this time, I don't know what days I'm off yet, so I
Yeah.
can't.
Downloaded the new software and I fired it up.
I mean, we can put a tentative for right now.
About 2/3 of the band. You know, he's about.
Well, would you be able to get the trailer there?
We'll be able to get it there.
I guess intelligence pointed out.
Okay. I get it there.
Well, I checked it. And
We may not be able to man it all the time, so we
Well,
may have to
and
have.
that's secondary.
Yeah.
You know, we got people
Y'all got
out
some
there
people
too.
that can man it, we
I'll make
Okay.
sure Adam gets the weekend off.
All right, so
Yeah.
you're,
He'll get off from his wife.
Make
not
sure
from work.
Conrad gets
Hey,
the
I didn't
weekend
say you had to
off.
get off of work.
all right, we're talking the Andouille Festival right now. Darlene just said, what parade coming up next?
Oh, the
Veteran?
Veterans Day.
When is that?
If they do the Veterans Day
That's
parade in
usually-
November,
Veterans Day is gonna be on a Friday this year, the 11th.
amateur contract.
right, and they probably will do the parade. Was that a Sunday they did that?
I think it was.
Might be.
Sunday. Yeah, we.
So they'll probably do it the
trailer last
Sunday
year.
before.
We'll do it again this year.
What day? October?
I don't know. We don't know until they let us. know.
Veterans Day?
September?
Normally they do it on the day.
It's gonna be close to the swap meet,
One button brings it all up.
which might be a good thing because then we can just,
We'd already have the trailer.
we'll already have the trailer at the house.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
'cause if it's the Sunday, that would be the day after
Well,
if it's November 11th, that would be, if they do it the Sunday closest, that would be the 13th, so that'd be the day after.
and it would be just do the ham fest, bring the trailer home and pull it.
And don't even look it for the truck, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got one.
yeah.
No,
that
go
would
straight
be
from one end to
easier.
the other?
Yeah.
And
When's the Christmas parade?
to let y'all know,
Normally.
anybody who is a veteran, or you're invited, we do the parade, I got some benches that go in the back of the truck. And so last year we had, I think, 3. So, I mean, we can fit probably 8 to 10 back of the truck. So,
You just need to bring your, if you wanna throw something, you just need to bring your own throwers.
So,
It wasn't free, it had a discount.
looking here, we're talking Balloon Festival. And we're talking about Andouille Festival. And we're talking about going to the New Orleans Ham Fest Swap Meet. Followed immediately by Veterans Day Parade.
so we might be busy for that.
And then the Christmas Parade, which we don't know yet when it
Generally
is.
middle of December.
Okay, and I don't know, I had notes from 2 months back. Chapel Eye Club on Labor Day in
Mr.
Morgan
Charlie.
City, is that something?
Yeah, they just invited us to go, it's on the Mr. Charlie rig.
Okay,
And we are invited, you know, all hands in the area invited if they want to
okay,
go.
so just a reminder on
Yeah.
that, I didn't know if that was something we needed.
Yeah, with Labor
Yeah,
Day.
Labor Day weekend, but they did, was it on Labor Day they do it?
Or something we need to do with.
Let me get with oh doggone it, Jack.
Yeah, he was, I seen him Monday and I didn't know about this, so. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
him and Sam
Yeah,
told me about it, so.
okay.
December 5th.
We gotta work on that trailer before we do anything with it. At least get the holes drilled in them legs in the back, right?
Yes, sir,
We're
yes,
gonna
sir.
make a new set of
Now, they got a couple other things, but that's the main thing.
That's one of the main things, yeah.
That way we can, at least we can go put it up where
Well,
it's
I got,
steady.
I can bring it to the house, I got a drill
Then
press,
two back
I got a vise.
Need some more holes in it. We caught hell.
Oh, you didn't take the jack and jack it up?
We had the whole thing jacked up trying to get it level.
Yeah,
Because the concrete's not level and we had the wheels off the ground. You know?
You want me to just send out an email and we'll get a date?
Yeah.
And, maybe we can do that in a couple of weeks or something, fairly close.
Yeah, just, well, you know, let me know and, or I'll let you know when I'm off.
Yeah, last week in September is gonna be tough for me.
Last week in September,
Yeah.
we'll have to do before that.
Okay.
Maybe. When's the first event we going to? What's the first thing we got?
First thing I'm looking at is the Balloon Festival on the 24th and 25th of September.
So we'll have to do it this
We
month.
gotta do it before that.
So it's
Alright,
getting
we'll get
close.
together.
It's
Well,
got to be
I-
done this month.
Y'all said if we don't get a good spot, we're not gonna do it, so that's a maybe.
Yeah, but if we do get the spot, we gotta have a trailer ready.
John
Where's the
had
Tower
told us
Trail?
last year
My
when I
house.
was fussing about
Does the
us being
jacks
stuck
on
in
it
the
turn this
boondocks,
way or
he was-
sideways?
He said he was pretty sure he could.
Well, here's the thing. Regardless of the Balloon Fest,
Take a
the
pair off
work
of there
still
and
has
some
to
of
be
that
done.
John's pipe.
Right.
So, yeah,
Regardless
let's-
if we
You
do
let
it
it
or
all
not,
down,
Right.
you take
we
them
gotta
feet
be
out,
prepared
stick
to
that up
go.
in the hole
Right.
and just crank it, bring it down. You know, you take them off the back of the trailer, put them in the bin up front.
All right.
If you
You know
drill
what I mean?
holes, if you just take those out and drill holes, they'll be fine.
Yeah, but then you can't, you can only go hole to hole. Like if you left, then you gotta put the wood chocks under it to get it level left to right.
Yeah, but I mean, we
But I'm saying,
usually,
if we're gonna do away with that trailer, we can take a pair of those side turn jacks and they can go on the, you know, those come off with a bracket and go up where they're right against the back of the trailer and just drop them feet out, leave them out. You just take these and put them up under the hole and crank it the foot
you have
down.
to cut those, pads down,
Why?
because they bulky and heavy.
Yeah, we can shorten them a little bit. We can cut them off and just leave a pair of pads if you put it on soft ground.
Yeah.
They can stay somewhere else, not in the back. Don't leave nothing left
All
in
right,
the
we're
back
gonna
of
figure
that.
something out.
Meeting date for September.
You can level it in
Meeting
either direction.
location for September. We're here this month.
Hopefully, we'll be here next month. Leo told me that pretty much whenever we meet, we could have it. And, the lady who normally books it is out because she had a baby. So I'm thinking she should be back within the next month. And so, but she's real easy. I'll call her and book it. That's not an issue. Another thing, since we have the facilities now, there's a, if they, I can get like Operation Lifesaver. I've been wanting to do that. I don't know if any of y'all familiar with that. They'll come out for free and put on their presentation, since we have the use of the projector and the screen and all of that stuff. I don't know if any of y'all have been through it. It's a pretty interesting deal. There's a lot more to a railroad crossing than you think. And it's a lot of, like railroad crossing safety and a lot of other things, a lot of information that's good stuff to know. So, I'll contact them and see maybe before the end of the year we can set that up for a meeting, if y'all all right with that.
It's Operation.
Lifesaver. It's about the, I think it's a state thing.
It's a federal thing, actually.
It's federal, and, like I say, they actually had them come out to the plant for us once. And it's pretty informative. You learn a good bit. I mean, like say now we have the facilities to do it, why not take advantage of it? You know, if we get anybody in here to come and give us presentations, we might as well use it.
For future meetings, will we be able to get someone to help set up AV for projection or
I think all you
slides?
gotta do is turn it on, Steve. It's all hooked up, and
I used to know how to work it. I just get a refresher.
I mean, I can get Leo to give me a quick run through
It's
all
not
of
as
it.
complicated as it looks.
No, it's not that bad. Anybody got anything else? I know we don't have any food, but
Any extras willing to step up to take as the VEC for our W5YI testing group? We need an extra. We need someone that'll take over that job so that we can start offering tests.
I'm not registered with W5Y. I do have the ARRL.
Then we need to see about getting W5Y. That's not a problem. They will accept reciprocity.
Well, they sent me, I got an application from them way back, but they told me I had to have the club
It's not hard to sign.
sign it
I
off.
got the same thing.
Yeah.
So that I could become one.
I had
well,
to
if there's a way of me doing whatever I have to do and become the contact or whatever
Who's
they
got to
want.
sign it in the club, though?
Chris.
Okay.
Well, see, that's the problem. We need to. That's why I got rejected. Was they've still got Chris down as VEC. We need to get it converted over from Chris.
He needs to do that. He needs to do all that.
I'll be happy. I'll take it. I mean, that's not a problem.
Todd, weren't you talking about doing it too?
I was, yeah, but I got the same
Steve,
thing.
what's
you
your
got, so it
call?
don't matter.
N5 WXC. What's the
I will get with Chris, and we'll work something out for somebody to get signed up.
Yeah, because we do need a VEC. We need to have that option to offer testing. I'm going to start studying again for my extra. I'm a general and I'm ARRL but
Yeah.
I put in for W5Y, and because of this issue with
Yeah, well, I mean, I still have the application filled out sitting on my dresser.
I do. I got mine sitting on the bottom.
Getting old, getting dust on it. It's been there so long.
Let
So
me
you
talk
have
to
to go
Chris
to
and
WBI,
find out.
like the website, so
if
you
I
can get the application.
You gotta go on the website. You gotta answer some questions. They send you an email which lets you download the application.
Got you.
But then you gotta have the VEC of the club you're gonna be with
Sign.
before they'll take it back.
You an extra general?
I'm an extra. See, that's what you're gonna get back. But you gotta get Chris to sign it. The VEC for the club.
Yeah.
Right, but if we get one person signed as VEC, then
If we can
we
get,
good.
if you can get them to
They
transfer
can
to
sign
me,
for
whatever,
others.
and then we can move on.
we can start getting a team together and start doing some testing
Right.
on a
Yeah,
regular basis.
I've had a couple of people ask in the area, and
Yeah.
I had to refer them to North Oaks or
Baton Rouge, yeah.
I had to go to Hammond every time.
Yeah.
I went twice. I went once to Hammond.
But those
So-
guys are ARRL VEs, correct?
Yeah, and Baton Rouge is also. We're
Actually,
the only-
Hammond's both.
Yeah, they're both, yeah.
Okay, let me just ask this question only because I don't know. Why wouldn't it be easier if we got certified as ARRL?
No,
VEs?
W5YI is a lot easier to get first.
Okay.
Do that one first, then get that.
Then it's kind of reciprocal after that. If you get your W5YI, ARRL is a whole lot easier.
All you gotta do is send them a copy of the.
But to get your
of your badge
ARRL
and
first
that's
is
it.
act of kind.
You're done.
Then you vote.
That's why everybody goes that way.
Because I have the ARRL because I got it to help Joe out in New Orleans. So all I gotta do is send him stuff to YI and
they ran it to you right off.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I've got the VE card, just Chris signed mine, I mean, it wasn't hard.
Well, he signed mine, but I'm a general, so I can only do a technician.
Sounds like you need to upgrade extra.
Yeah, I do too.
He's got
I
a
do.
book.
I'll tell you right
That
now.
book ain't good no more.
I did it one time.
Yeah.
It ain't good no more.
Just
I told you, you can
last
hurry up.
month.
Did I tell you that?
It's
You
changed.
gotta get a new book.
Yeah.
So if we need to in the very near future, see if we can get with Chris, get with
I will
Steve,
call
get
Chris
everyone,
this week and ask him if I gotta go to the fire marshal and get him to sign something.
and set this up for
If
us.
I gotta go pick the thing up from Todd's house and go to the fire marshal's office and get him to sign it, I'll do it.
All right.
Why does Chris have to sign it?
Because he is the club VEC.
He's listed as the VEC now.
So he doesn't send anything in to say that I'm no longer with the club or something?
No,
Is he
he
still
needs to turn it over to somebody.
If
Yeah,
he signs it, it signs it
But he
over
needs
to
to
the
He
other
signs it
club.
over to somebody.
Turn the reins over to somebody
Yeah.
else. That's local.
Yeah.
So that's what we need to get done. So if I got to, I'll get with you and pick it up and get him to sign it and bring it back.
That brings up another point I'm thinking about. The trustee of the repeaters, Wade, right?
We need an extra for
Do
trustee.
we want to change that? Because, I mean, I don't even know if Wade's active.
Wade's not active, and it's not hard to change. I would really rather have somebody that's active in the club as a trustee.
What is, somebody asked me the same question about lacrosse. Is it strictly just a namesake thing? Is there any responsibility as far as being trustee?
To be honest with you, I really don't know.
Well,
it's basically who the FCC
That
contacts.
would be the.
They get the FCC to do anything right now.
yeah, I mean, don't, the biggest thing is, if you got somebody causing malicious interference or something on your repeater, and somebody complains about it,
Right.
the FCC is gonna go to your trustee and tell them, you need to see that this stops,
Right.
or you
If
need
they
to
can't
find
get
out who
past
this
it.
is.
Yeah.
Because they don't, when I first got licensed, they used to monitor a lot.
Looks like we need to put a rush on getting some extras, you know, yourself, myself, you know, Todd. Who can we get to replace Wade as trustee?
I vote for Todd.
But the repeater can be a technician, even, a trustee.
Well, yeah, but the thing about that is then, if you operate a club event,
You're limited.
on what you can do.
Yeah.
Todd, what's your call again? I'm
But it's
sorry.
real-
It can be, yes.
It should be.
K5
something.
Yeah, it can. But it limits you on your operation in an event like that.
Yeah.
Because in your club, call is registered as a technician general.
Yeah.
So Todd is looking at taking over the reins as repeater
Okay,
trustee.
because you're right, it does reflect it on the club call.
Yeah, license class.
Let's see about
Even-
getting some.
That's why we always had Greg with us.
Yeah, including,
We always, Greg was at the
So if
events
you
that we
repeat a
used to
trustees only in general, when you're doing events even on HF, you can't go no higher than general? Is that what you're saying?
Well, your club call is registered.
right, so.
So you're doing like field days, what I'm saying?
No, you can, if you have an extra present, okay, you can do it.
Right.
But
But when people look up the call.
Yeah.
You say, they go to QRZ and it shows.
it shows, so,
It just don't look good.
Don't look good.
You just need to wear the extra.
see, you got extra, and now you got all these extra responsibilities.
Hold up.
That didn't help me.
If my extra expired, I'll be back to general. I wouldn't take that.
What else can we come up with?
Encouragement, man. You know, that's-
You're not helping, Conrad.
Anybody got any other business?
Only
Still
other
working
thing
for
is,
WSLG?
we have been asked about the Office Depot,
And when
about
that one?
getting the
They
account.
came down and inspected the
We
station.
have
and see
to
if
burn
I
up
signed
Chris
the law.
Anderson's ears tonight because I think Chris had already done that.
When you took it in,
So we would just have to
if
get
your ticket
the
expired,
information from
The
him,
new one isn't green or blue, it's yellow.
like
So when you
how
hang
he
on the
logged
wall,
in and a password.
I think I just need to go to Chris's house.
Responsible for, I see that yellow ticket.
Road trip.
They go straight to the logbook, they look at the date that it expired and the date that you renewed it. They look at the logbook. It can be
I need to
10
get a hole
years
drilled in
old.
my truck anyway.
Hit you.
Anything else?
As regarding an account with Office
Still a
Depot.
little bit.
We own any business.
I think
How about
that we,
field day?
I think that
I
we do, Steve.
Okay.
All right, then
We
go.
went
It
there
went.
and I looked at the paper and actually I picked up.
Well, there wound up with two of them.
already. But I think we have that
It's on,
account already.
Yeah,
That was beautiful.
which one?
What you got, Steve?
I just want to say that that tomorrow night will be on the 985.
Yeah.
Huh?
Since we have a problem with the 225, we're gonna call Stephen will call the net on the 985 till we get it straight. It's been working pretty good, so.
Yeah.
By next time I get a couple of days off, I'm gonna call Mr. Joe and
See if we line it up.
at least go pull the thing out.
Yeah,
Well, at
he
least
likes
go-
Fridays,
you
right?
know. What?
He likes the Fridays, right, Mr. Joe?
I think so, huh? Did we go
Didn't
on
you say
Friday?
he liked
That's okay, it's the rest of the day.
Friday's
Okay.
kind of his,
Well, when I get a Friday off, I'll get him
and
up.
let me know, because if it's my Friday off, I'll go. I didn't get to go when they put the machine in. I have never been in the building.
Y'all contact me too. I'm off every other weekend, man. Call,
Yeah, see, that's me.
Put me
I'm
in the
off every
loop.
other Friday, so if it falls on my Friday off.
Such a long drive for you, I didn't want to call you.
Yeah, I know, it's really tough.
Fill up the gas
You
tank.
want them to send you a map to get there?
Yeah, I might need a map.
No, seriously, let's do an email or something out beforehand.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want, I mean, I don't know if people can fit in there.
I'll tell you what, when I email Mr. Joe and we get it set up, I'm gonna email the whole club.
All right. Work party.
Does
Yeah, make it a work
anybody not
party.
get the emails and want to get them?
Who's not getting emails from the club at this time?
Tim, you don't get them?
I only get them just strictly from you. That's it.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what, usually like the meeting notices, I send from my account. So if you're not getting anything like me, the meeting notice is the main things that I send.
Tim, you on the webpage as far as, he doesn't know, the membership list?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll get it. I got a couple probably I got to add to my list, you know.
Yeah, he's on there.
I got yours even.
I got the email.
Oh, you got yours
now. Yeah, I'm good.
So if you're not getting emails and want to, let me know.
Yours came back.
Who's got the website these days that we can add these links for FEMA?
John is still, I get in there and I try.
Yeah, because there are some things that I'd like to add to it.
I'm not
We don't know
it goes to my
exactly.
near as proficient in website.
We don't
My
know
call,
how to
it-
get in, the way he has it
Gmail
set up.
comes my
We
name
don't know
and
how to
the
get
call, where
into
you
it,
just
to put
use
the
this,
things. I
my
want
call,
to
and
put
it
a
doesn't
link
go around that way.
to a lot of things.
And yeah, I've been having some trouble with my RCC
And he
account.
did say he
That's
would
why I went
come
with
over
Gmail.
one day. He
Yeah.
would walk us
I
through
know
it.
that might
and he
be.
would
We
help
got
us
multiple
out.
It's been a while back.
But he
They keep
bought,
sending me this.
he bought a new
notice
house,
that my
so he's been
mailbox is
remodeling
full,
and getting
and
new
I've got
He's
things.
busy with Shrek right now.
All right, guys, we got,
So I call them, they clear it.
Web page
and
updates.
2 weeks later, it's the same difference again.
make sure everyone's getting the emails. We're contacting who? Who's doing the webpage?
John LeBlanc.
John LeBlanc does it.
He's been busy with Shrek production, so.
But it's over with, isn't it? I think this
I don't
weekend. I think this weekend's the last weekend.
All right,
Last
so
weekend was the last weekend.
I don't know.
got a lot going on. I'm going to throw some minutes together and get you the copy.
Yeah,
so
shoot
you
me
can,
an email real quick so I can look at it and make sure I don't miss anything.
God, got a lot going. All right.
I wrote most of it down.
Yeah.
Is John the one that usually updates the nets and what nets are going on that website? That was a while back about getting some of that updated, because some...
He hasn't updated it quite a while.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
see, he's got that thing scrolling and stuff. I don't know how to do all that. It's basically like WordPress, but
I have no idea.
Well,
I'm
and
not.
that's what I'm saying, he said he would show us how to do it, but with him moving and with the production
Well,
thing
He
and
lives
stuff,
2
he
streets over
hasn't,
from me now, so...
he
What's
hasn't
that?
had time
He
to
lives
come
2
in.
streets over from me.
Oh, good.
That's where he's parking on APRS. I don't know if that's...
You know if that's where he's staying or what?
Yeah, well, he's staying there for a little while, but I don't know if,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's sleeping or not. No. Yeah, somebody told me he moved back over there
Yeah, he
much
did.
about me,
Yeah,
so...
he did. Yeah. I mean, I
Used to see him going back and forth.
Ready to wrap it up?
he got more active in the theater and
All right. Anything else?
but he a little less active in the radio. So,
Anything else?
anybody got anything else?
Got a time of 1944?
You want to make your
Yes. At this time, I'd like to make my totally pointless and useless motion to adjourn, and Al says,
we don't need one by Robert's rules. So 1944, we adjourn.
Is he? Oh, never mind.
Hey, now wait a minute. Now, if somebody wants to
Bring
bring
something.
something,
Go on, y'all.
order as a group or something.
Hey,